Sir, you almost didn't have 51 people to get the procedural vote to move the CR to the floor. So how are you expecting, the Republicans expecting to get 60 votes on this if it does reach the floor?
Listen, the president was unequivocal this morning. If Chuck Schumer and the Democrats adopt an extreme line that they're not willing to give a penny for border security, then Schumer will go forward and shut the government down. And that would be an unfortunate thing. You know, earlier this year we saw a Schumer shutdown where Chuck Schumer did that previously. I hope we don't see a second Schumer shutdown, particularly going into Christmas. That would be a mistake. But listen, the Democratic caucus in the Senate is captive to the extreme left in their party. You know, there's an irony of this. The House bill has $5 billion in border security, very reasonable funding level. Most of the Democrats have already voted for a lot more than $5 billion in border security funding. So they're not opposed to this, and they've already voted for more money to do this. Now, that didn't pass into law. But what they're doing now is playing politics. What is happening in the Democratic Party is they hate President Trump. Okay, the American people understand they hate President Trump. But that's not a reason for Chuck Schumer and the Democrats to force a shutdown. And when it comes to securing the border, to keeping our communities safe, that should be a common sense issue that brings us together. I represent Texas, that has the longest border with Mexico of any of the states, 1,200 miles. And in Texas, securing the border with physical barriers, with manpower, with technology, is a common sense, middle of the road position. And I commend the president for standing strong and fighting to secure the border, fighting to keep the promises that he made and that many of us made to the American people. And I hope that we don't go into this Christmas spirit seeing Democratic extreme partisanship forcing a government shutdown. That's a decision for Chuck Schumer. I assume he's meeting with his conference right now and deciding if they're going to force a shutdown, and if so, for how long he's going to force the government to be shut down.
Earlier